It's not his hair.
I just need to preface this Manic Monday episode before is DW Relive's on the thumbnail, but he's actually not in this video. He's on Tuesday and Wednesday, and I'm just lazy, so I'm not taking him off any of these episode thumbnails. So that's it. That's the fact right there. So this is the CHRILLCAST. I'm Chris.
Will.
I'm Vic Blanco, and I'm pretty sure DW Relive is here in spirit, somewhere in the utility closet in Japan.
Somewhere. Yes, he exists. Yes. And he should have a new video out by the time this video comes out. So go check him out, youtube.com/DW Relive. He'll be here on Tuesday and part of Wednesday, and then he'll be ducking out for the rest of the week. So that's it, DW Relive. Vic, tell everybody about your channel.
My channel is a channel just full of controversy, funnies hopefully, and what I'm trying to do is innovative YouTuber commentary. If you want to check it out, but I don't promise you will not be angry at me at the end of it.
Fair. Ethan Klein fans, rest in peace. Anyways, go check him out, youtube.com/VicBlancoProds. Vic Blanco Prods. All right, well, what is today? Give us that ASMR everybody loves to hear on Monday. Oh my gosh,
it's Manic Monday.
Ooh, peace. Talk about brain tingles.
Oh my gosh.
So today is an interesting episode, but before we get into that, I want to just tell you guys about these two little quick topics. The rapper Logic has signed exclusively with Twitch after kind of exiting the music business for a little while. I thought that was really interesting because I'm not sure what he's going to be doing on Twitch, but he's signing an exclusive contract with them. So
I wonder if it just will be debuting new music there exclusively. That's gotta be what it is, right?
I would think so, but I really don't know. It's an interesting signing, and I don't know what he's going to be doing yet. Logic's first Twitch stream was a disaster.
I think where it's coming from, to be completely honest, is all right. Logic, yeah, he's a rapper and everything like that, but like he's a new age rapper. So like now we're like coming into people's lives, so we know who his wife is, we know who he is just based on his internet presence. What I think they're trying to like capitalize on right now, and I'll get into this a little bit later because it actually fits completely into this topic for me at least. I think when it comes to Logic is you have a couple of Twitch channels, and if you want to look it up, like people like the Dapper Rapper. This dude is literally somebody who just like has a Twitch channel where he just freestyles for like just the entire thing, you know, and he'll like put like, you know, he'll input like little comments from his live chat into it or whatever. And I think Logic is especially a rapper like that. Logic has come to be kind of like your lyricist type rapper, kind of like what Eminem was for like a lot of music fans back in like the early 2000s. He comes off as like this lyricist guy. You know, he's obviously not your gangster rapper type figure or whatever, or anything like that. He's kind of like a guy who bases himself on, you know, his consonants and his wordplay. So I think that might be an aspect of it. Again, I have no idea how these stream channels think, and honestly, I don't think they even think most of the time. I think they make a lot of mistakes. I know there's channels like that out there, so I'm thinking that's maybe where they're coming from with signing Logic on.
Okay.
Interesting. I didn't have that much of a take, so I'm glad you did. Really filled in the gaps for me on that one, Vic. I appreciate you.
Yeah, I hadn't thought about that aspect, and probably right, honestly.
Number 2, second quick topic. Babylon's Fall, a Platinum Games and Square Enix combo development here, is still going on despite the rumors that it's been canceled. I saw this and I thought it was interesting because Square Enix isn't known for canceling projects, at least not to my knowledge, and Platinum Games is known for canceling projects, so maybe that's where this is coming from. But here is the teaser. I'll put that up in the background. I think this game looks interesting, and I'm really not sure where they're taking it because it's way different than anything I've seen in a while, but then again, most of Platinum Games are. So good news for anybody that was looking forward to this game. It is still planning to come out. Did you happen to know anything about it, Will?
Nope. I'm trying to think, is Platinum Games the one that was doing the Dragon game?
Scalebound, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, they do cancel games all the time.
And they're also the Bayonetta producers.
Yeah, they make good games when they actually do come out. So I mean, I am very interested in this because I'm always looking for, you know, more. Is this gonna be a hack and slash? Honestly, I'm not totally certain what this game was until I, you know, went through the script about it.
So what I've heard is this is like a Dark Souls but Square Enix style, and like mixed with like a God of War. That's what I've heard.
It's a
That'd be cool.
very interesting mix of genres there, or game styles.
Yeah, because it looks like God of War, but I've heard it plays more like Dark Souls, so I really don't know.
What intrigues me about this whole situation, and again, I'm not a gamer guy, I'm just a guy, but it's funny how it like parallels like your Yandir devs out there, a game that's like intriguing but never is gonna come out, even though they promise it's gonna come out.
Hmm.
So it's kind of intriguing that these larger developers can have these same type of issues as like these tiny independent developers can have, and you never know what kind of monkey wrench is thrown into the mix for any type of developer.
Well, you pray for the gods.
That's still coming out. I've talked to the devs.
That's what they keep saying. I know.
No, they're saying like December. Like, so it actually has come out on Steam. So there's a physical product, right? So that did come out. They just haven't finished
I've
the
been waiting
console.
for that Xbox version though for a very long time, Chris.
I'm sure it'll play fine on the Series X. Will.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Anyways,
Well, I'm sure there's a bunch of people that I was in the 6th grade with, who are still waiting for my Old Dirty Bastard game to come out on Visual Basics. So it will come out eventually.
one day when Vic makes it famous, he's gonna have somebody finish that game for him.
Somebody's gonna finish my ODB Wu-Tang Visual Basics game where his power-ups are honey dipped blunts.
Oh my gosh.
That's almost as good as remember when Chris Reagan said he was making that fighting game with Seinfeld characters.
That'd be so cool. I would put a lot of money into that.
Kickstarter, make it happen. So the final main topic today, as you can tell by the thumbnail, we're going to be talking about Dr. Disrespect, but from a very different angle than most everybody's talking. We're not going to get into the drama or what speculation as to what he did. This is more of a conversation about content creators on a platform. So here, I'll just tell you guys kind of frame this conversation. The discussion here is not about the backstory of the band. It's not about the power of it is about the power of the platforms we produce content on. It's about business strategies and content coverage. And with an ever-changing cultural climate that we're currently in, and cancel culture and all that, the power of the platforms that they have over the creators, whether they're big or small. It seems like these platforms have a lot of power to affect the business of the people that are on them. So that's more of the discussion I want to have. So what do you guys think about platforms removing content creators from that perspective? What do you guys think of that?
It makes me shiver down to my ankles, honestly. It scares me so much because at this point we're looking at like what happened with the music industry. At one point, you could kind of get by with selling tapes of your music out the trunk of your car and maybe at one point finding a local DJ who plays your music and eventually gets distributed and get a major deal. That's not a feasible thing for a live streamer or a content creator. You're at the mercy of these giant platforms because just to stream or even put content up, you need servers. You need a large bandwidth to do these types of things, And when we're signing exclusive deals, if anybody's signing an exclusive deal, you're at the mercy of these giant people. Back then there was pirate radio for independent bands or independent music groups. Do we have anything like that for small content creators when it's not feasible for you to put your stuff on a platform as large as YouTube or Twitch or any of the big guys with Mixer falling apart right now?
Yeah, I think Mixer's done now, right? It's completely done at this point.
It's gone.
And now we got Facebook gaming. Who's gonna sign with Facebook? I'm not going to, but I don't think they'd call me anyways. So there's that.
Yeah, they didn't ask for your opinion, I guess.
Oh, there's Zuckerberg on the phone. Let me take that. I'm just kidding. I think it's kind of crazy because there's content creators that I find very tame that are at the mercy of these platforms, and they're talking about taking them off. Like, I think Twitch actually removed It's a Gundam, and he hadn't done anything to really cause him to get other than criticize a creator on the platform. It's like, you can't.
Well, sometimes it's just association. Like they think that they're in the same group as these other more controversial characters. So sometimes these people are getting banned that literally haven't done anything, just because they are in that same camp. Yeah.
Like how Clean Prince keeps getting lumped in with a bunch of other people that don't make the same content as him. Mm-hmm. I always found that interesting because I saw articles where he's like with a bunch of people that I'm like, he's not producing the same content as these people. They're not even in the same category. Like, how is he on this article? So like, just getting lumped in with other people that maybe aren't even in the same content category as you. And it's like, how did this even happen? And then boom, they're all gone. The whole platform's just, it's like AI except, something else.
Mm-hmm.
So, given that these platforms have so much power over the creators, do you guys find it important to diversify the platforms in which you put your content out on?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like just this podcast, we have like 4 different platforms we're putting on, Chris. I can't remember now.
Yeah, we have 4 right now. We might have 5 soon.
Yeah, so I mean, even though YouTube is definitely our main thing, we have BitChute, we have Library, we have a couple other ones. And it's just in case, for whatever reason, we hit that algorithm that YouTube doesn't like anymore and kicks us off. That way, we have all the content already up there. We're already gaining a following now, so we're trying to ensure that if something like that happens, we're good to go. I think a lot of people don't think about that, and a lot of people who are producing content on YouTube or on Twitch are not political. They never get political, but for whatever reason, again, they get lumped in the same category as some other people. And then they get banned, and they don't know what to do about it, and it just destroys. And especially if they're making money, it could completely destroy their career.
Oh yeah,
right, yeah. It's so scary because at some point, it might get so litigious with people signing on to these exclusive deals. At what point are these larger corporations? When are they going to start asking for a portion of your service mark or your trademark? At what point is a person like Dr. Disrespect's image going to be part of Twitch, to a point where when they ban you and just strike you from the internet, that you can't even go and be that same Dr. Disrespect on a different platform. Now you got to be Dr. Respect on YouTube. You know what I mean?
That'd be funny.
Like, at what point is it going to get to that level? Because I think that's where it's heading at this point, because again, it's going to become a hackneyed term, but it really is. We're at a mercy of these people. We're at a mercy of these giant platforms, because who really has the resources to create these large platforms where you can put out a 1080p 30 frame per second stream, or put out these large videos on a platform? It's not that easy.
You're totally right, and it makes me worried about the state of the internet we're in currently, in regards to how much power these platforms have over the internet in general. Like Google, where do you go to search for stuff? Google. What does Google own? YouTube. What else does Google own? Gmail. I mean,
everything.
If you were to get banned for some ancillary reason, even if it's not for doing something crazy, right? Because people do get removed from AI all the time. Do you lose your access to Gmail? Do you lose your access to all the other products?
Oh, I'm sure that's coming next. Yeah.
So if AI is controlling it, I almost feel like an idiocracy where the person puts that dollar bill into the machine and says, I want a hamburger, and then nothing comes out. And they're like trying to hit the machine, like, I want my hamburger, I paid for it. And then all of a sudden up comes 2 police officers. All right, come on, you're going with us, crazy. Like, I paid for my cheeseburger.
It's scary, no. It's scary. Bots and AI are scary things, and it like something that's very recent. And I wish I could remember this creator's name, and I'm a jerk for not remembering it, but it's pretty recent. There's a guy who makes these like anime SpongeBob things. It's like anime SpongeBob, right?
Oh,
and
Tipster did a video on that. I could find it.
Right. Yeah, Tipster did a video on it. And literally the guy proved that he said, "Listen, this is not made for kids." He clicked on the thing, not made for kids. None of my content's made for kids. And they still gave him his second strike. And when you get your second strike, you're just one strike away from being completely abolished from the platform, And he got his second strike for community guidelines based on making content for children. You know, just because it's got SpongeBob in the name, and that's because of a bot and AI.
Mm-hmm. And Narmac, right? That's who you're thinking of?
Yeah, that's his name. Yes, exactly. I couldn't remember. I was gonna say Nervac because I just wanted to put sounds together.
So I guess the last thing we need to really talk about is in the wake of Mixer just falling apart. I mean, that was created by a mega corporation, Microsoft, one of the biggest corporations on the planet. Completely
Well, it wasn't
failing.
created by them, but they did buy it.
They bought it, they owned it, they ran it, right? So it was originally Beam, whatever. So in the wake of the death of a huge market competitor to Twitch, can another platform come in and actually do what everybody's been trying to do for years? Like, can something like BitChute actually make a good competitor to YouTube and Twitch? And just for the record, BitChute is working on a way to stream using blockchain technology, I believe, and like torrent technology. So they are working on it. I just don't know when that's going to happen.
I'll tell you, it's going to be hard because Google owns the ad services. So when you search for an alternative platform, YouTube pops up first. So you look up any video, it's going to give you a YouTube suggestion.
That's true.
And no disrespect to BitChute, but BitChute doesn't even have their uploading thing going that well right now. Yeah. I tried to go over to BitChute when I had a video not doing so well on YouTube, and I had to try to upload 4 times. So I mean, is their live stream going to be that much better when they can't even get uploading right? And no disrespect to BitChute, I'm sure they're trying to do the right thing, but it's just so hard. It's so hard to do this, and it's so scary for the little guy nowadays who's just trying to do what they're trying to do.
Yeah, I can say I usually have minimal issues uploading, but I've learned a lot of tricks on when to change which, like for example, if you refresh the page on an upload, it changes which server you're uploading to, and I can't remember which servers you're supposed to avoid, but they're not all created equal. So if you upload to the wrong server, sometimes it does something weird. Indie Timmy gave me some tips on that, so shout out to Mr. Indie Timmy. But yeah, in reality, the reason why BitChute is successful is because of the creators on the platform as opposed to the platform itself. Because people like the Quartering support it. He's got a massive audience, and various other YouTubers that are no longer YouTubers, or they still are YouTubers but are counting on the fact that multiple platforms is a good thing. Like what we're talking about, diversification of platform, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
So like when you have big YouTubers or no longer YouTubers on the platform, it's going to attract their audience who are looking for alternative platforms. So the audience is smaller as a whole, but we have 100 subscribers on there, so I know that they exist.
Absolutely. And I mean, BitChute's it's a great alternative. It's a small guy at the moment, and even in the wake of this huge campaign that Storyfire had just ran, I'm not sure if you guys are privy to it or have watched what's been going on with Storyfire, but they latched on to a bunch of creators on YouTube, some controversial, some not. I know Justin Wang has been using Storyfire for a while, and if you're not familiar with it, it's actually McJuggernuggets. He started that platform a while ago. And they're trying to make it this YouTube killer, and they just did this whole entire new media sweep. They're trying to grab a bunch of up and coming people from YouTube, and if you looked at your community tab from one of your favorite creators lately, they're saying, oh, we're going over to Storyfire right now, and that's supposed to be the YouTube killer now, and they have some some cool new ideas. They got a Twitter type thing built into it, and then also this narrative story thing where you can write mangas and stories and stuff like that. So a lot of people from YouTube are going over to that, but still it's not going as quickly, and you can't just do what you do on YouTube and just open an account and just start loading up videos right away. You have to put in an application to be able to upload videos, which I understand it's smart, it's not a big platform yet, and they're not going to sit here and just give out this bandwidth to anybody just doing whatever, so they're trying to compete. But can you compete against Google? Can you compete against Amazon? That's the $1 million question at this point.
I actually think our account has uploads enabled, so I might start uploading.
You should, absolutely. If they let you do it, yeah, hell yeah.
I think we have it. I'll have to check. I signed up a long time ago just to kind of protect ourselves in case somebody else eventually,
yeah.
if we blew up one day and somebody created CHRILLCAST at storyfire.com, I was like, I don't want somebody uploading bogus videos on here. So I just create accounts on these websites so that nobody else has them. I don't know, self-protection.
Absolutely, you might as well, because there's tons of people doing it right now. Like I know, like out of nowhere, like last week there were like 10 people on my community tab saying, "Hey, check out my Storyfire." So it might blow up, it might not, but why not? Try it.
Sure. And just to kind of wrap this all up, seeing the biggest creator on Twitch, you know, after Ninja already left, Mr. Disrespect himself getting removed from the platform without any words of information as to why. And it's just kind of a scary time we're living in, where if a big corporation just hears something you say and disagrees with it, what do you think the chances are you get removed yourself? You know, I would say it's there's a good chance it could happen. You just say something stupid off the wall in one video and it blows up, goes viral. All of a sudden, see ya.
Yeah, that's the problem with a lot of these companies right now. They're so afraid to piss anyone off, and right now, like really, it's become very sensitive. So it's really easy to piss somebody off, and it's like, you know, the people that they're pissing off are the loudest people. So it's really easy to get banned for the very small things, or you know, get posts removed or videos removed over things that like a larger, like, you know, you're talking about how a large guy got kicked off. Well, there's a lot of times there's like larger channels that can say something and be fine, but a smaller channel says the exact same thing and they'll get banned or removed or something,
You're
or
totally
get a strike
right.
on them. Yeah.
Absolutely. Have you seen my content? I'm 99.9% sure I'm the next one in line. Like I know I've been shadow banned.
Yeah. I didn't want to say it, but yeah, I am worried about you.
Oh yeah, I'm waiting for it, and I would love it. I welcome it with open arms. And I guess something else to bitch about, you know. But when you go to my Twitter, like I could tweet something, nobody will ever see it. You know, I'm shadow banned across the board, and that's just because. And I'm not honestly, when you really look at what I say, I'm not that controversial. I curse sometimes, you know. But I mean, is anything different than what you would have seen on MTV in 1999?
Not really. No, that's the sad part. It's like it used to be mainstream and then it was okay, but now that it's everything's so sensitive, you know, in the current time we're living in, can't say anything.
And that's just opening up a whole entire other conversation, you know, like we could be here for the rest of our lives.
So anyways, I just wanted to just bring that up as like a last, you know, conclusion to this conversation. So anyways, Dr. Disrespect, we'll see where he lands. I don't know. It's interesting to watch. And I'm not going to cover, we're not, like I said, not covering the drama. We're just covering the business side and how to protect yourself as a creator. So as always, I'm Chris.
And I'm Will.
And I'm Vic Blanco, and I'll be watching.
And we will see you
on next CHRILLCAST. Bye, guys.